I'm just going to stick these back in the fridge. Okay, so with paint strainer bags, there's a couple different kind of bags. Or excuse me, nut milk bags. This is a paint strainer bag, so that's why I said that, because that's what this one is. And then there's ones you can get from Elena Love online that are nylon that she's put a little drawstring at the top. And those are, she calls them nut milk bags. I have a couple of hers. They're, once you make green juice with them though, like, because you can throw greens in here and blend their stains, so I thought, oh, this will look nicer for today. But Elena Love's website is on your resources page on the front.
Well, can you also use, what is that called, gauze paper? Gauze
Cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth.
You can. I find it really messy. Yeah, because the holes are too big, and then it's not, you know, having a top like that is really helpful, I think.
Yeah, I used it once and I didn't like it at all. I just thought I lost a lot of the milk part. You know, it just seemed like, you know, you couldn't squeeze it like that. You know, you have too much liquid left over.
I'll give you a tip that I learned from one of my classes to help her bags last longer is actually to squeeze from the bottom as well as squeezing down. Because if you only do this way, you'll put a lot of pressure on the seam and eventually it'll rip. So you can also squeeze from the bottom a bit too. And, you know, a lot of people do this with almond milk, but almonds are pretty expensive. If you get almonds, I recommend getting them from the farmer's market because they've passed a new law in California that everything has to be pasteurized for almonds if you buy it in the store. So, you know, you can't even get that bulk buy, you know, from the Ivy Co-op or whatnot without them being pasteurized.
Well, you can make your own almond milk.
Yeah, you could do, so this, I chose this recipe because it makes it really clear you can use any nut or any seed. When I go home for the holidays, I make this with hazelnuts, and my mom just loves it. She puts it in her coffee, you know, she's just can't get enough of it. And the hazelnut keeps its texture really well for a long time, whereas this can be a little bit, I'm just going to rinse this out, so it can separate pretty quickly.
You did it.
That's okay. I'm just going to dig it right